I've had an idea on an innovative way for all you patriots out there to help wake up America. And I'll start out by explaining how I came to this epiphany, if you will. I was doing a craft festival over the weekend, and it was a heritage festival that my town puts on every year. But this particular year, they're celebrating the 200th birthday of the state. And I was amazed, first of all, that of how many uninformed individuals there were at this festival. As I tried to strike up conversations with different people around in different booths, and just discussing things. The Daughters of the Revolution were set up right behind me, and I struck up a conversation with one of them, and well, I found out they weren't very well informed about current events. So I was talking to another young lady there that she seemed to kind of be in charge of the group, and I asked her, I said, "Do you have some pocket constitutions over there you're handing out?" And she says, "Well, no, we used to have one here that we let people look at if they wanted to, but we've lost it." So I kind of got to nosing around a little bit, and I found out that at this celebration of the 200th birthday of the state, that there was not one pocket constitution on the entire grounds, nor was there any state constitutions. So for all the educational purposes that was being touted by this festival, they was leaving out one of the biggest, most important parts of the whole doggone thing. And it's going to be left up to us, the informed, the people that have been keeping up with the news and know what's going on over and above all the garbage we're being handed by the mainstream media, to inform the populace. So I came up with an idea. I've heard a lot of different show hosts talking about, oh, all people want to do is just sit around on their computers and they don't want to get out and talk to nobody. And they are in their own little world, armchair quarterbacks of the current situation that we're in. And so it occurred to me that I think that about every state has some kind of festivals and stuff going on this time of year. Most of them do. Or flea markets, or some kind of a doings there in your particular area, or fairly close within driving distance of you. And what would be wrong with you scoring some pocket constitutions? Now, I know that a lot of places, if you want them, you got to buy them. But you should be able to get a stack of those from your local or your state representative of your local area, or your congressman. You probably won't be able to get very far, send them an email or something, but get them on the phone, call them up, say, hey, who do I have to talk to get some pocket constitutions? And see if you can get them for free. And that way you don't have to put your money out. Although if you have money enough and you want to buy some pocket constitutions, by all means. But gather you up some pocket constitutions. And while you're at it, make you up some slips of paper that people can fill out and put their email address on there. You don't necessarily need their name. You don't necessarily need their phone number. But get their email address if you can. And that way you can make up something there on your computer that has the addresses or the URLs of different sites on the YouTube channel or on the internet that have informative shows. I mean, first of all, Level Headed News comes to mind, but there's a bunch of them out there. And I'm sure if you're informed, you know of a lot of these shows. And if you don't, well, you can message me privately and I'll give them to you. I don't want to start trying to name them off because I'm liable to leave somebody out and hurt somebody's feelings, and I don't want to do that. But, if you need more suggestions, I can certainly give them to you. I make up a list of these, and then when you get their email address and you get home from whatever festival or flea market or, whatever you've set up at, then make you a list, a blind carbon copy list of all these emails, and send them a list of all these shows that they can get themselves informed and get themselves interested in what is going on with current events. You give them a pocket constitution at the thing, you introduce yourself. Hi, I'm so-and-so, and I was just wondering, do you have a pocket constitution? Are you aware of what your rights are? You know what's going on? What news shows do you watch? And 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you that they're watching the mainstream media, so they don't know what the hell is going on at all. And so he's like, well, if you give me your email address, I can send you a list of some shows that you might be interested in that keep you informed on the news on the computer. And because almost everybody has an email address, I think. And that way that they can get informed like the rest of us. And it's a way to wake up America and get these people informed, or more people informed. And then they go out and they wake up a few. And the ones they wake up, they go and wake up a few. And before you know it, we've got more people that are informed on what in the devil is going on here, instead of all these people just wandering around not knowing what's going on. It might cost you a few bucks to set up at a flea market. I don't know. Around here, a flea market space generally goes for about 10 or 12 bucks for a day. Then there's craft shows that this one, now I'll tell you right straight out, it cost me $20 to set up for 2 days at this particular show. And they provided the tent and the table and chairs and everything. So, depending on where you set up, depends on, what you'll have to pay. But, for a few bucks, you can sit there all day and talk to people and pass out pocket constitutions. There's going to be some people that's going to turn up their nose. No, I don't want one. I don't want to hear what you got to say. Well, okay. That's fine. You're not going to be able to wake them all up. But if you wake up a few, you've made progress. And you get to enjoy the festival too. There's a lot of festival food and stuff. These things you can enjoy yourself. And if you know how to talk and tease around with people a little bit, have a little bit of fun, you make a few friends. But I bet that's something that a lot of people ain't thought about, because I sure as heck hadn't thought about, trying to do the pocket constitution thing at the festivals. And it just never occurred to me until I got to this one. So I had this bright idea, and I thought I would go ahead and share it with the rest of you. And maybe, you can help wake up some people too.